Welcome back to Auto MVP, the place where speed meets design and where we bring you the most exciting stories from the automotive world. If you're passionate about performance, innovation, and the machines that redefine what cars can be, then you're in the right spot. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the cars that make your heart race. Today we're exploring a legend that's returning in a bold, futuristic way. We're talking about the 2026 Saleen S7, a car that has been reborn for a new generation while staying true to the raw spirit that made it iconic in the first place. The Saleen S7 is one of those rare machines that broke the mold when it first appeared at the start of the millennium. Back in 2000, the S7 stunned the world with its radical aerodynamic styling, lightweight carbon fiber body, and a naturally aspirated 7.0-liter V8 that pushed it past 550 horsepower. At the time, it wasn't just an American supercar, it was America's answer to Ferrari, Lamborghini, and McLaren. It proved that Saleen, a small California company, could build something worthy of sitting alongside Europe's best. Over the years, special editions like the S7 twin-turbo turned it into a 248-mile-per-hour monster, cementing its place in hypercar history. Fast forward more than 2 decades, and now in 2026, Saleen is bringing the S7 back. But the big question is, how do you take a legendary analog supercar and evolve it for an era that's increasingly electric, digital, and obsessed with both sustainability and speed? The answer is the all-new 2026 Saleen S7, a car that doesn't just replicate the past, but reinvents it. At first glance, you immediately recognize the DNA of the original S7. The long, flowing proportions, the mid-engine stance, and the dramatic aero sculpting are all still here, but the design has been sharpened with 21st-century precision. Saleen has used advanced computational fluid dynamics to craft a body that slices through the air more efficiently than ever before, while maintaining that aggressive presence that made the S7 iconic. The headlights are slimmer, the intakes more sculpted, and the rear end now features an active wing system that adjusts in real time for downforce or drag reduction, depending on speed and driving mode. Step inside and it's clear this is no early 2000s supercar. The 2026 S7 features a driver-focused cockpit that blends race-inspired minimalism with luxury materials. Carbon fiber and Alcantara dominate, but the car is also equipped with a fully digital instrument cluster, an advanced infotainment system, and even AI-assisted performance telemetry. Saleen has made sure that while the car is modern and connected, it never distracts from the main purpose, driving. Every surface, every button, and every display is designed to keep the driver engaged with the machine. Now, let's talk performance, because this is where the 2026 Saleen S7 makes jaws drop. Instead of relying on a traditional naturally aspirated V8 like the original, the new S7 uses a hybridized twin-turbo V8 system. At its core is a 5.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 that produces an astonishing 1,000 horsepower on its own. Paired with a high-output electric motor integrated into the drivetrain, the combined output reaches a staggering 1,400 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. 1,400 horses at your command. This makes the new S7 not just competitive, but a true rival to modern hypercars like the Rimac Navara, the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport, and the Koenigsegg Jesko. All that power translates into some mind-blowing numbers. 0 to 60 miles per hour. Under 2 seconds. Top speed. Saleen claims it will exceed 280 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest production cars in the world. And thanks to advanced torque vectoring, an adaptive suspension system, and all-wheel drive, this isn't just a straight-line missile. The 2026 S7 is designed to dominate both the racetrack and the highway, offering precise handling and stability at all speeds. Saleen has even incorporated regenerative braking into the system, ensuring that performance and efficiency work hand in hand. But performance isn't the only story here. In a time when supercar makers are experimenting with full electric drivetrains, Saleen chose a hybrid solution to keep the visceral sound and feel of a combustion engine alive while still embracing the advantages of electrification. This means you still get that roaring V8 soundtrack, the vibrations, the mechanical connection that so many enthusiasts crave, but with the instant torque and futuristic edge that only electric power can deliver. It's the best of both worlds, and it ensures the S7 remains an emotional driving experience, not just a technological showcase. Of course, a car like this comes at a price, and the 2026 Saleen S7 is no exception. While the original S7 was priced around $400,000 in the early 2000s, the new one is playing in a completely different league. Saleen has announced that the starting price for the 2026 S7 will be approximately $1.3 million, with higher spec models and custom builds pushing past the $1.6 million mark. This positions the car firmly in hypercar territory, competing directly with the world's most exclusive machines. For collectors and enthusiasts, it's not just a purchase, it's an investment in automotive history reborn. What's interesting is that Saleen is keeping production extremely limited. Reports suggest fewer than 350 units will be built worldwide, making it even rarer than many of its European rivals. Each car will be hand-assembled with bespoke options, allowing owners to personalize everything from paint finishes to interior trims, performance calibrations, and even aerodynamic setups. That exclusivity means the S7 won't just be a hypercar, it will be a symbol of individuality in a market dominated by corporate giants. But beyond the specs and the numbers, the 2026 Saleen S7 represents something more. It represents the spirit of American innovation and defiance. In a world where many boutique automakers have disappeared or been absorbed into larger brands, Saleen has stood its ground and returned to prove that it can still build a world-beating machine. The S7 is a reminder that passion, creativity, and engineering excellence can come from anywhere, not just Italy, Germany, or Sweden. So what does this mean for the future of the S7? For one, it sets a new benchmark for American hypercars. While Tesla and other brands push toward electric dominance, Saleen has carved out a space that balances tradition and future technology. It also rekindles interest in the idea of boutique manufacturers competing with the giants. If the 2026 S7 lives up to its promises on the road and track, it could inspire other small companies to dream big once again. And then there's the emotional side. For enthusiasts who grew up with posters of the original S7, seeing it return with such incredible performance is like a dream realized. It's nostalgia mixed with innovation, and it proves that legends don't have to fade away, they can evolve. In the end, the 2026 Saleen S7 isn't just a car. It's a statement that says America can still shock the world with a hypercar that blends insane performance, cutting-edge technology, and timeless design. It's priced in the stratosphere, but then again, so are all icons. And if you're one of the lucky few who can afford it, you're not just buying a car, you're buying a piece of history, reimagined for tomorrow. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Saleen S7 and its jaw-dropping price tag. What do you think? Does the hybrid powertrain keep the S7's soul alive, or would you have preferred it to go fully electric, or even stay old school with pure combustion? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share it with fellow car lovers. This is Auto MVP, and we'll be back soon with more stories that celebrate the machines that move us. Until next time, keep the revs high and the passion higher.